This is going to be a follow-up video to my Best Lock Model B operation video. And in that previous video I mentioned that if there was anything that anyone wanted to see specifically, or if there was something they wanted me to show that wasn't in the video, that they could request it for a second video. So that's what we're going to take a look at right now. The first thing that somebody wanted to see was the rear of one of the fronts of the units that had a lock cylinder installed, and how that operates. So when the key is turned, this cam rotates around, catches on this pin, which pushes the assembly forward and unlocks the unit. Then when the key is turned the other way, it pushes against this piece and returns the assembly to its original location, just like that. One more time. The other thing someone wanted to see was all the spare parts that I have for these units, so that's what we're going to take a look at now. First and foremost, this is all of the replacement glass packages for the locks. Each of these little baggies has 2 of these emergency exit break glass panes wrapped up inside, and these are what go on the front of the lock where the strike lever is right here. So to activate the lock, you have to smash through this pane of glass before it will activate. This box simply contains all the bolt keepers for the locks I have. These would go between the doorway and the lock body itself, and this is where the latch affixes to when the lock is closed. These are all the installation manuals and drilling templates for these locks. This box contains spare mechanical equipment for the locks, such as additional latch assemblies, strike levers, springs, and other miscellaneous items such as that. There are several different pieces of equipment stored in this box. First of all, these are spare gongs for the units with the wind-up bells. These pieces fit between the gong and the cast body of the bell itself. You can see there's some discoloration where this shows through the front. These little rings are what hold the glass that is to be broken in the front of the units. These that are wrapped up here, these are reverse strike plates for the lock units on doors where it opens inward instead of outwards. So it has a little lip here to hold the latch of the lock. And on the actual lock body, the latch itself would be backwards compared to the units that would be mounted on doors that swing outward. Finally, some larger moving components. This is where the strike lever comes down into the lock and hits, and so this is the unit where the springs attach and it slides backwards after the lock has been activated. These are some spare lock cylinders, trim rings, and other associated parts that go with the actual locks on the Model B devices. Here we have some spare best interchangeable core locks for the lock cylinders within the device. And last but not least, here's my big old bunch of keys that go with all these units and the cylinder cores. So that just about wraps it up for these Best Lock units. If you have any other questions, just go ahead and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, guys.